lifestyle modification. I know a lot of people are rolling their eyes right now, but hands down, that is actually the most effective way of reversing Hello everyone, you are tuned into All Things Diabetes with Dr. Nana. Today we're going to talk about pre-diabetes, what next? So pretty much once you get diagnosed with pre-diabetes, what else are you supposed to do? So a lot of people don't know that they have pre-diabetes. We all go around going about our business, feeling fine without even know that we have pre-diabetes. A lot of people fall into this category. Millions of people have pre-diabetes without knowing. So it's actually an important topic to talk about when it comes to diabetes management. You can't really talk about diabetes without talking about pre-diabetes. So why is this important? Pre-diabetes without intervention can develop into diabetes. So pretty much if you don't take any actionable steps when it comes to pre-diabetes, you may or you will probably develop diabetes. A lot of people don't know what to look for, and sometimes you hear people ask you, what am I supposed to look for? Like I had mentioned, it might not come with symptoms. So a lot of people or a lot of physicians screen for risk factors. So some of the risk factors that people look at as, are you overweight? Do you have a sedentary lifestyle? Do you have other health problems such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol? Do you have PCOS? Do you have a family member that has diabetes? Do you have gestational diabetes? All these things are some things that you can look for to see whether you are at risk for having diabetes. So what is pre-diabetes? Pre-diabetes is pretty much you having a high blood sugar, but that blood sugar or high blood sugar is not high enough to be classified as diabetes. So as far as lab values go, physicians usually look at A1C, which is a lab test, and we talked about it last week. So it's pretty much an average blood sugar over a 2 to 3 months period. So when it comes to pre-diabetes, your A1C has to be between 5.7 to 6.4%. And some physicians also look at fasting blood sugar. So fasting blood sugar is pretty much like the sugar that you have before you eat a meal. So usually upon awakening, that's the fasting blood sugar. So if it goes from anywhere from 100 to 125, that's pre-diabetes. That can be diagnosed with pre-diabetes. And as far as my international audience are concerned, that's pretty much 5.5, 5.6 to 7 millimole per liter. So these are numbers that the doctors look at to diagnose people with pre-diabetes. So when you have pre-diabetes, what are you supposed to do? What are some of the things that you can do to prevent it? And what are some of the things, if you already have it, what are some of the things that you can do to reverse it? Because it's definitely reversible. It's something that you can reverse. So this is a good time to be really serious and prioritize your health and get back on track. So what can you do to reverse or prevent this pre-diabetes? The simple answer is lifestyle modification. I know a lot of people are rolling their eyes right now, but hands down, that is actually the most effective way of reversing or preventing prediabetes. So when I talk about lifestyle modification, what am I talking about? So it's not only you watching your weight and making sure that you eat right, you also have to avoid prolonged exposure to environments that are full of toxins. You know, you don't want to be near people that are smoking. All these are part of the things that you have to be cognizant about. So the number one thing that I want us to talk about is body composition. So when I talk about body composition, I'm not talking about only people that are overweight. Skinny people, lean people, petite people, all have to make sure they are incorporating movement in their lifestyle. And that's one of my bad habits as well. I used to not incorporate movement, but I'm doing better. So that's good. So all of us have to at least have 30 minutes of physical activity a day, bare minimum. We all have to have 30 minutes of physical activity. Number 2, nutrition. I know a lot of people already know that nutrition plays a big role when it comes to your health. If you do not fix your food, you cannot fix your health. So nutrition is very important. So what are some of the things that we have to consider? Like you already know, you have to make sure that you add a lot of veggies, a lot of fruit, and then you also have to decrease your animal product. You have to decrease the meat consumptions that you usually eat. And I know that a lot of people will probably be like, what diet should I consider? In my opinion, I don't really believe in restrictive diet. I believe that you have to aim for something that is lasting. You have to aim for lasting solutions. You don't want to restrict yourself into doing something that is just for a short period of time. You want to be able to aim for lasting solutions. Number two, the things that you want, number three, sorry, the things that you want to consider is how much are you eating? How much? What am I eating? And when am I eating those foods? So for instance, if you're someone that eats a lot of junk food, I'm not saying eliminate that completely, because I understand that sometimes it can be hard, obviously, on the first go, but you want to be able to cut back on it. And once you start doing that, you start realizing that you see result. And then once you see result, you'll be motivated to go harder. So if you eat junk food every day, try to cut back on that junk food to maybe 2 times a week and start cooking at home. You can meal prep. You can also make a list of healthy foods before you go to the grocery shop. So you make your list, you go buy it, and you bring it home. And remember, if you don't see certain things, you will not, more than likely, you will not eat it. So if you have a list of snacks and food that you get from the grocery store, and you get it from the grocery store and you bring it home, you will not be eating junk food all the time, because you have healthy snacks and healthy meals at home already. That's another option that you can also try. And also for people that don't like drinking a lot of water, you always want to increase your water consumption. That's one of my bad habits also. I used to never like water, but one of the things that you can do to enhance the taste of water is to maybe add some fresh fruit. You can also add fresh mint leaves to it, and those things can also help enhance the intake of the taste of water as well. So these are some of the things that you want to consider when it comes to nutrition. Also, if you have a bigger plate at home and you really can't control the amount of food that you eat, go to the store and get a smaller plate. That will help you with your portion control. So reduce the size of your plate, just get a smaller one, and that will help you with your portion control as well. So I know we've talked about body weight, we've talked about nutrition. The third thing I want to talk about is stress and sleep. I know a lot of people don't consider that as lifestyle modifications, or they don't really think about that when it comes to lifestyle modifications, but stress and sleep is equally important when it comes to changing your lifestyle. So research recommends that we sleep 7 to 9 hours per day on a consistent basis. I personally think that 9 hours is too long, so I recommend maybe 7 to 8 hours of sleep. That's fine. If you do that on a consistent basis, you realize that it will help improve your health as well. And stress is another thing that we have to consider. Stress or consistent stress will affect your health. So I know sometimes when it comes to stress, we really cannot avoid it, right? But you have to make sure that you put that in your mind and know that there are certain things that you can do to help you handle it way better. So these are some things that you want to consider as well. And even though nutrition is also important, sometimes the food, we cannot get all the nutrients that we need from our food. So you can get the daily recommended value from the food that we eat on a daily basis. So sometimes, and for some people, you might need nutritional supplement. So these are some of the things that you might want to consider as well. And when it comes to nutritional supplement, we'll talk about it in this show as well. you have to consider, is it working for you? Which ones are you getting, and are you actually absorbing those nutritional supplement that you're taking? So all these are really important to think about as well. So for today, these are some of the things that I wanted to talk about, and I hope that you have a better understanding of how you can start helping yourself when it comes to prediabetes, how you can prevent it, how you can actually reverse it. And remember, you don't have to eliminate everything on the first go. Small changes will make a big difference. So just start small, start cutting, recognize all those bad habits that we all have, and then cut back on it. You will see results, and once you see results, you'll be more motivated to go harder. So I hope this was valuable for you. And I hope that I will see you next time as well. So again, my name is Dr. Nana, and this is All Things Diabetes with Dr. Nana. If you want to follow me on social media, my Instagram handle is at dr.nanafromd. My Facebook is NAQ Pharmacy Consultant. You can also direct message me with any questions that you have, and then I will be able to answer that for you. I also have a private Facebook page, which is Ditch Diabetes, and I'll leave the link in the comment down below, so you can definitely, click on it and join me. It's a place where I further educate, support, and encourage people that have prediabetes, diabetes, or any other high blood pressure and also high cholesterol. All those people are in that group as well. So I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Have a good one. Bye.